Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is B and today we're going to be answering some of your burning crochet questions. Grab your project, crochet along with me. I will be working on a project for a friend and let's get right into it. If you do have any crochet questions, be sure to leave them in the comments below, that way I can answer them in a future video. But without further ado, if you see me looking to the side, I have all my questions on my screen behind you guys, so let's get right into it. So first question is, how did I get into crochet? And it's actually kind of interesting because years ago, like back in 2017, 2018 time, I was crocheting because my stepmom crochets a lot, and so I learned initially from her. And I learned how to like yarn over, you know, just the basics of everything. And I wasn't entirely sure what I was doing at that point. Here's like a picture of one of my first ever projects. It's a dog sweater. Not great, but it was one of my first ever projects. And then here's my most recent project, just for some clarity, how quickly things can change. I guess it's not that quick, it's been years. But from there I kind of stopped. I took a hiatus for a bit, and then in 2023 I had a spine surgery in November of 23, and I was sitting a lot and I was just kind of hanging out a lot, so picking up crochet again so that way I can have something to do with my hands, keep myself entertained and not be bored while I'm sitting there recovering. And ever since then it just kind of kept going. I learned first, here's the first cow I did. I learned first to do plushies with like the chenille yarn, which probably wasn't a very smart choice as my first like yarn to be working with, but I picked it up pretty quick. I was having issues with tension, as you can tell, but I did end up fixing that. And now it's just what I do, and I actually sell at like a consignment shop and have physical products in a physical store, and I also have an Etsy, so it's pretty fantastic. Like I've come a long way with it. Number 2 is, what made you stick with it instead of giving up early? I honestly just saw so many cute plushies. Like I was like, no, like I have to do this, like I have to keep going. And I was pretty frustrated in the beginning making the cow because of specifically the magic ring. That pissed me off. I was tired of that, especially with chenille yarn and the loops. It was the loops and threads Sweet Snuggles Light pre them redoing it. So if you can imagine, it was terrible. Like it shed everywhere. I couldn't get it to actually close because it would get caught on it. It was terrible. It was a terrible experience. But I persevered and just knew that like if I keep doing this, if other people can do it, I can do it. I can learn. I just gotta take the time. Number 3 is, what's the best first project for someone that's new to crochet? I personally think starting with granny squares is probably going to be your best bet. If you're not like, if you don't know your way around at a base level, I would definitely recommend sticking with like granny squares. They're easy to learn tension on because if you're too loose, it's just gonna look wrong, right? And if you're too tight, it's gonna curl into itself. So it's a really good way to get the basics down and understand tension and the importance of tension. And it'll also allow you to figure out how you hold your yarn and how you hold like your working yarn while you're going. It's a fantastic way to get started. Number 4 is, what's the biggest mistake that you see new crocheters doing? I see tension problems. Tension problems are, you know, not new, I guess. I mean, as you can see in like my first projects, I did not have good tension, big holes and gaps in the project, and I've, you know, fixed it from there. That's the main thing that I notice, is that tension is just off, or wrong stitches, like not knowing the difference between a single crochet and a double crochet, half double crochet, that kind of stuff. So just make sure that when you start crocheting to absolutely look at your tension and watch some videos on how to control your tension a little better. Number 5 is what crochet tools are actually worth buying as a beginner. 1, stitch markers. I didn't know that this was a necessity way back, so I had no idea how to like count where I was in my project. Stitch markers. Stitch markers are a godsend. Other than that, really just like sharp scissors. Like you want to get the Fiskars brand. As you can see, I have, no, it's backwards. I have these ones, these little ones, and they go with me everywhere. These are extremely sharp and I only use them for yarn. So these do not get abused anywhere else in the house because I want to keep them nice to be able to cut that yarn quickly. This is like a godsend. Another thing is probably the tapestry needles. These big plastic needles. These are going to be your best friend. Do not try and use a normal sewing needle if you're going to be working with like acrylic or cotton or chenille yarn. You're not going to get it through the eye of the needle very well, and it's going to be a nightmare. So just go get some plastic ones. They're great. Number 6 is how do you stay motivated to continue with projects even when they're boring or frustrating? I do multiple projects at a time. I make sure that I'm working on multiple things at once, so if I get bored or frustrated with something, I can drop it, go to something else that I know is a little easier, and come back later. That is my best advice, is keep multiple whips, is what we call them, work in progress. Keep multiple of those. That way you can just pick one up if the other one's getting frustrated or frustrating. It's great. It's awesome. And I have so many whips. I have so many things that I'm working on all at once. So that's really helped me. Number 7 is what's your favorite project to make right now? I actually love making either plushies or hexagon cardigans. I have been going at it with the cardigans. I made one for my sister for her birthday. I made myself one. I made one that I put in my consignment shop. Tons. I can't get enough. So if you want a hexagon cardigan, go to my Etsy and buy one because I would love to make it. That is like my favorite thing ever. Number 8 is what's a crochet project that you are really, really proud of, and it has to be this cardigan. I love this cardigan. This was one of the first cardigans I ever made, and it is so cute. I love the custom back and just the granny squares for the back. That was such a good touch. Love. Number 9 is what's a crochet tip that you wish you knew when you first started? Tension. I wish I knew about tension. Oh, I wish I knew about tension. And I kept going into like Facebook groups and looking, and there was no like help. Like, well, okay, in the comments or like in the post it'd be like, oh, work on your tension. How the fuck do I do that? How do I work on my tension? Like, it just didn't for some reason click with me. I didn't understand what tension was in the very beginning. I knew I needed to fix it, didn't know what it was or how to fix it. So I think that's something that was really important for me anyway. And I think that could have been really helpful to know how to work on my tension prior to starting a project. Number 10, and this is the last question, what advice would you give to someone who is considering giving up crocheting? Keep going. Don't give up. If it's frustrating you, it's not the end of the world. Drop it and pick it back up later. I promise it's worth it. Crochet is one of those hobbies, and not only hobbies, but like, I guess talents that you can learn that is so fulfilling and you can do so many things with. And God forbid if it ever came to a point where clothes were few and far between, you know how to make clothes. You will know how to make clothes. You will know how to make dish rags and sponges if money's ever tight. Like, there are so many things that you can make that are helpful in day-to-day life, that aren't just for, you know, plushies and, you know, novelty. There's so many things that you can do that are helpful and useful. Plus, the Christmas gift ideas is unlimited. You can make anybody anything, and that's fantastic. And it's a lot cheaper than going out and buying a ton of stuff. So obviously, if you have a yarn addiction like I do, it starts to get expensive. But I digress. I use this yarn. I use this yarn all the time. It is all there for a reason, and it's because I use it constantly. Alrighty, well that wraps up today's video. Again, if you have any questions, go ahead and comment them down below. I will be sure to answer them either in the comments or in another video. Go ahead and like this video if you guys crocheted along with me, just to let me know if you were working on a project with me. And comment your current project if you are working on something. I would love to know. With that, I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you subscribe, and yeah, bye!